Okay, so this is like the third video I wanted to like put out in a row because, well, consider this almost like a part two to the video I did about mental illness and earlier tonight. And well, there is one other like overlying issue with trying to talk about this sort of thing, and that there was apparently some study that came out recently about how Britain has the second most unhappy young generation in Europe today. They claim that a lot of people were just spending too much time on their phones, on the computer, and they were just like not actually interacting with people. And they think that it's resulted in making people feel incredibly unhappy about life and about the world. And then what happens is that suddenly I get told and lectured about, because that's the thing you want to be told, ladies and gentlemen, is that you want to be told exactly what to feel. That's not at all. That's like, to me, ladies and gentlemen, that's like one of the most insulting things as an adult I can experience. Is that when you get told by people what you can and cannot feel, nobody has that authority, nobody has the control over anybody. And it's the sort of thing that absolutely I would have like flipped the table and just said, no, that's not true. I don't feel this way because I don't. And I don't need people to tell me what to feel about it. I can make my own decisions myself. So that's one thing. And it's just the issue that this, and again, people seem to like take this as gospel as well about, they think that, again, it's just about the internet and the world of social media. They seem to say that that's it. And well, is it really? You don't think there's like any other correlation? You don't think there's any other issues that's going on? And what exactly do the people who make this study actually know about the lives of the younger generation? What exactly do they know about people like me anyway? That's my question. What exactly do like researchers actually know about me, for example, to come to that conclusion? I mean, here I am. I want to like write books. I want to work in television. I want to make money through what I do to actually finance and grow my own studio. I want to print and make books. I want to print and make novels or film scripts, comic books, graphic novels, TV shows, animated TV shows, live action films, short films, animated films, short animated films, films for Disney, for Pixar, for Marvel, for DC, for Madhouse, for the studios that were behind X-Men 97, Batman the animated, the teams behind Batman I want to have an interview with Bruce Timm. That's the sort, and Alan Moore. Those are the sort of people I want to actually, those are the sorts of people that light a fire under my belly for actually wanting to try and make myself better. And again, I could absolutely just take this along, ladies and gentlemen, but you know what? I also work a full-time job. I work 40 hours a week at a job that is okay at the best of times and just kind of degrading and not particularly very beneficial for society at its worst. And well, all I just want to say to that, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that, well, you know what? I work and I will earn. Laborers deserve their wages, ladies and gentlemen. I will not have anybody tell me otherwise about this. Then when it comes to things like, again, making videos, is that it's the first thing I look forward to whenever I get home, whether it's to make videos about heavy metal music or to talk about people in the public eye. These are the things that actually make me really happy, because I'm able to like explore and learn more about the world. And again, there would be sometimes I would have to read, but you know what? Again, I have to go through things like editing. I have to make thumbnails for things. I have to catch up on correspondence that I want to do business with. You know what? I don't really like to brag about what I believe I am, because I have a good impression that I know exactly who I am. I'm a very, very determined, strong-willed, educated, ambitious, hardened, doered young man who simply just wants to make his way in the world through what he wants to do. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to cause problems for anybody. He's just telling you this is what he wants, and he is going to get it because he's going to work for it. So what exactly is wrong with that? I'm just being open and honest. But the thing I've always opted to, ladies and gentlemen, about the things that, the reason why I think if there was any reason for why I would like be said I was like unhappy, I just found like panic attack just sort of like sat on my desk and stuff like that. But the reason why I often feel like I'm just kind of unhappy about things, ladies and gentlemen, is because I will voice my concerns. I will voice the things I'm passionate about. I will say about what I really want out of life. I will say about what I've learned. I will say about what I think about what I learn. And I just feel that, to be honest, nobody is listening to what I say. Nobody cares about what I've got to say. And that's really where it begins and ends. And this is the sort of thing that actually is like, you come to an almost impossible barrier in life, is that you can't make people care, and I can't force people to feel a certain way either. In the same way, people can't, not without trying, try to make me feel a certain way through what they say. You know what? I can't do that to anybody else because fundamentally I know it's wrong to do that. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. That's, if there was any reason why I'm somewhat unhappy in life at times, it's just because I want people to listen to me, to what I've got to say, because I feel like I've got quite a lot to say and a lot of important things to say. And I just feel that nobody's interested, which is disparaging, absolutely. But is it something that I can work on? Is it something that isn't a lost cause? Well, of course it isn't. Of course there are things I can do about that. I would love to know the point in which I would be able to turn around one day and say, oh, now you're interested in what I've got to say, or why now? What is it about now where all of a sudden you're interested in what I've got to say? I mean, we live in a society, ladies and gentlemen. That's, if there was a way to like sum up my like state right now, I suppose it would be in that famous quote, we live in a society. We live in a society where honest, good, hard-working people who just want to get on with it and enjoy their lives, are constantly being told what they actually are. We're being told that this generation is apparently, the younger generation is incredibly unhappy. But says who? Who exactly is telling us that we're unhappy? Who's saying that people just have good and bad days? Who's to say that, the internet is wholly to blame, as though there aren't other things affecting this? Who's to say, again, the things I suggested? Who's to say I'm right and who's to say I'm wrong? Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me if you believe I'm right or wrong or not. Because, to be honest, I would love to know who wrote this study and want to know exactly if I was ever consulted about it. And that's the sort of thing that makes me unhappy, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said it again, I have no power, I have no authority, I have no control, and I have no say in any of this. Which is absolutely, you know what, again, I'm a full-grown adult. I can make my own decisions. I can do anything that I set my mind out to do. And people tell me that I'm apparently unhappy because they never thought to ask me if I was happy or not. That's where we are at, ladies and gentlemen, with this mental health crisis. It's summed up right there. They don't know because they don't want to know. And whose fault's that, ladies and gentlemen? Exactly. So just before we go, I'll just say this, that if you are at any point having issues with your mental health, or you believe that some days are just better than others, well, I'll see what I can do about like posting links down in the comment section if there's like people you just want to talk to, people you just want to open up to, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, it's perfectly natural if you just want to say something. If there's something you want to say, go right ahead and say it. Don't let me stop you. Don't let other people stop you. You just voice your opinions, and therefore you can be at ease, ladies and gentlemen, knowing that someone is going to listen to you. That for me is far more important than hearing a Proust, the mouthpiece of someone else, that you're not happy at all. Exactly. Thank you.